Hey guys, Gabe Suarez here from Suarez Tactics. Again, another comment that came in, and I want to address it. While it's fresh in my mind before my day gets overtaken by events. And somebody was inquiring about training for speed on your draw. Okay, and so here's my perspective on this. Okay, and again, a little bit of background. All right. When I was teaching at Front Sight with Mark Fleischman, speed was of the utmost, okay? And in class, I had I believe it was a .72 single shot draw, and I had a 1 second shot-to-shot speed load, and stuff like that. And, we practiced it, and it was a big deal and all that kind of stuff. But, as I learned more and as I taught more and as I got more experience in the field, I realized that while we don't want to be slow, the quest for speed is a problem because everybody has their own natural body speed. And that's made up of genetically organized fast twitch and slow twitch fibers and so on. Otherwise, you know what? Everybody could just practice and they can win the 100-yard dash in the Olympics, right? Or everybody could practice and they could become championship boxers and whatnot. So, everybody has their natural body speed. And what I think that happens when you try to exceed that, you can get a little bit faster, but there's only so fast that you're going to be. And when you try to exceed that, what happens is that you will start making mistakes. You'll start making mistakes with your draw. You'll start fumbling clearing the garment. You'll start fumbling clearing the holster, things like that. The more aspects you add to the draw, the more that can go wrong. Now, all these speed demons that I see on YouTube talking about how important having a fast draw is and everything else, you know how I see them draw? I see them draw from an open top, outside the waistband, drop an offset holster, right next to their timer, and you could tell that they've practiced, they've warmed up, this is not the first shot of the day and all that kind of stuff. And they're pretty quick. Okay, great, fantastic. Now here's what I want you to do. All right, where you are right now with your concealment garment on, because unless you're a working policeman or a member of a direct action team, all your shit's concealed all the time. Okay? So right now, stand up, set your timer, and just see how fast you can draw from concealment and hit a target, let's say at 5 yards. It's not going to be the same as when it is when you're all warmed up with your ceremonial holster on the range. Okay, so which one has more meaning? Okay, the real draw has more meaning, the one with your everyday carry equipment. And like I said, the more layers that you add, the more things that you need to address, the more likelihood of fucking it up. Now, if you do that on the range, you know what, it's no big deal, it doesn't matter. But if you do it on the street, it is a big deal because you're probably not going to get another chance to make it right. Okay? So, what I teach is I teach smoothness. I teach you to be smooth. I teach you to be efficient in your motion. Now, what that means is that we practice without putting pressure on it so that you can develop these things. And then once you've got your efficiency and so on, start trying to go faster. But don't go so fast that you start losing control, or that you get to the point where you're going to foul that draw. All right, it is a slippery slope trying to go too fast. And I think what happens is that you have people that they get the speed fever because they see all these guys online talking, you got to be fast, and all this sort of thing, and they start losing sight of the application, which is an unexpected draw on the street with everything going against you. I think that you have to be smooth and efficient, and if you are both of those things, you will be fast enough to get your weapon out and get it working. All right, now the whole speed draw thing. If we look at the gunfights in the Old West, they were not like they were depicted in Hollywood. There was no such thing as a fast draw. All right, you look at the holsters these guys actually carried, they were designed to retain and protect the pistol, not allow fast access. I mean, you know, some of the holsters you see the Hollywood Western guys wear, the things would have fallen out when they're riding their horse. Okay, same thing with you know, guys working patrol on the street as police officers. All right, now a fast draw is not going to save you. A smooth and efficient draw that you don't screw up and that is nonetheless quick is what's going to save you. But if you train for trying to be fast, you train trying to be quick, I think you're going to give up the smoothness and efficiency, which is the basis for that. All right, I've said time and time again, winning the gunfight is not a matter of time, it's a matter of timing. Okay, so you know what the timer tells you when you're working your drills doesn't really matter. I don't think that's a measure. And I don't think that you need to measure that. Just go as fast as you can and still get the hit. That's all you need to worry about. You know, and if you can get a guaranteed hit in a second and a half, I think it's better than a marginal hit in 1 second. Because marksmanship and hitting your adversary is what's going to win the gunfight, not the time on the timer. That's my perspective. Okay, gotta go.